Okay. Okay. Welcome. Let's see. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome. Let's see here. Let's do some check to see if everything's good. Okay. Looks like mic's on. Good. Okay. We weren't here last time on Tuesday. Let me know. I'll probably just do it anyway to get everyone up to speed to kind of show you what's been what we tried to do last time. Worked out pretty well, but yeah, I'll have to see how this one goes. Yeah, here we go. Welcome. Forgot one thing. Gotta do the chat. Gotta let you guys see yourself twice over here. Yeah, I doubt I forgot something. There you go. Okay, great. Okay. Welcome. Still sort of setting up. That's why I'm like half a minute late. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still trying to. I just got my mic out to be in the right place. There you go. Sorry about that. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to Handcam again. I can do some fun little hellos to you. Hello, everyone. And should I do it this way? Is this weirder? Hello? Yes. So what we did last time was I used a Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. I mapped it to I connected it to the computer. It goes to a USB that connects to my computer. And then I used this. Let me see. I can use this. Whoop! It works. I use this software called Joy2Key, which is pretty magic, and it's complicated enough that it's still a little bit tricky to like even understand some of these things. That if you start to click into here, it gets really like my brain, you know, like my right sided brain is just like, this doesn't make any sense. I need more visualizations, and it's just like, jeez. So anyway, I just kind of set it to be certain buttons and do certain things. Looks like there's mouse left. So there you go. So that's what this is. So that's how I'm able to connect, and I'll probably keep going back and forth into here. But most of these are, I checked all of these to make sure that all of these kind of work with seeing if I can do animation with. So I'll probably have to use this as a cheat sheet just to see, remember. I'll definitely forget like what button does what. Even if I look at here, it's like, what's button 1? I don't know. But yeah. So welcome guys. Welcome. Hello. Hi Star. Hi Mithrak. Sorry. Mithrak. Cool. Cookie. And Elijah. Welcome. And everyone else who hasn't commented, I don't know that you exist. Sorta in a way. I can't really say hello to you if I don't comment. So keep that in mind. But yeah, we got Handcam, and we got stick, and we got certain buttons, and I can do certain things. So let's save it. Next thing I will need is a prompt. I would like to make a, stress this a lot, super simple animation that I can probably get done. I would like to get it done this stream. So the simpler the better, least amount of frames, and you know, not like a prompt of like, you know, some horse or something does. An example of a good one would be just jump, and then okay, I can take it from there. A complicated one is jump, then slide, then fly, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, please, please spare me, you know. So yeah, figured out the character and probably just something super simple to that we can have it just be focused on trying to do it rather than being a nice polished, you know, like, oh, that's an exciting, you know, animation. It's just like it needs to get just done in a way. Let's see. Kirby, okay, and build off Kirby flapping his arm / flying. Yeah, I'm not 1000% sure what that looks like, but I'm sure I can like find some references of that, and that should be relatively simple. Like, how about I've never been good at drawing Kirby, so it's gonna be something like this every time, but there you go. That's his arm. I had to play with the acceleration or try to do it with a certain size of it. Yeah, let's see. Kirby sounds fun. Should we go with that? Does everyone agree with that? Should we just go ahead with that? Because I think that's actually gotta be pretty fun, and I can look up what that looks like. There you go. If no one else is... If everyone is either in agreement with this or has a different idea, let me know. This would be a good time for that. A lot up for sort of like requesting, but you get to see whatever this is going to be. Yep. Let that go for like 1 more minute. And that time I can look up what that looks like. Very simple. Probably want like Game Boy style graphics just to not be too complicated with these images. Is there like a sprite sheet maybe of it? Ooh, found a sprite sheets. There you go. I love sprite sheets and texture sheets. As a kid, I always wanted to make some sort of video game and make, use the game builder and the game maker stuff. I was just so into that, and it's like seeing these texture sheets just unlock that. It's like, oh yes, look at these. Oh, these are amazing. That's to say, instead of Game Boy, the actual was it Kirby Adventure? Was that the first game? No, Kirby's Adventure was the NES one. Is it just Kirby? Kirby Flying Sprites. Let's see. 23 inches. What? Is there like a GIF? Sorry about this. I have to like look this up. Looks like 2 frames, so maybe we can do that and maybe something else real quick. Okay. Oh, there's Kerbo. Oh. Okay. Maybe we can give him like an ability that might be more interesting than just plain Kirby. Like what kind of hat or abilities should Kirby have? Now I got that as reference, so let's get my hand over here. Okay. And just like this, I forgot all of my bindings that I just did. This one. Okay. That's the point, is that you get the hand cam to see, like, that's the whole point as I'm doing with this gamepad, so you have to see that I pressed a button there and it did something. Okay. So what I could do is almost make it a certain palette or something. Get like the outline to be a special color or something. Or not. Let's get my swatches, or maybe the palette to be a certain color here. Or I can just do that. There you go. Hip, hip. Needs to be our outline. There you go. Okay. There's flight ability with the bird wings. Got it. I think that was, yeah. I'm not too, yeah. Up on the Kirby lore to know, like, oh, well, that must be from, I know there was a SNES, one that had the bird one. So I don't know if there's anything before that. Hello, Pikachu. Welcome. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's get this, knock this down. Maybe like up instead. Yeah, we'll just make this like full screen and then see what we can do here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get tired of like, I'm tired of using my tablet and it's like, I got this, 4-digit, tablet, and it's like, I'm gonna use my game controller to see if I can draw better. I get bored of it. Everything's set up. Okay. I think we're good. So we'll go to frame 1. Beep. And then we'll just hopefully try and draw Kerbo. One thing I've also noticed when doing like circles is that you have to like be like somewhat of an angle. I'm so sweaty. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can clean that off. Is that you have to kind of go like in a position beforehand, and then it can like look pretty good. So that'll be our base maybe. Maybe. So I can do more tricky stuff. I can hold shift and then kind of rotate it on the 45-degree angle, or let go of shift and I can rotate it like this. And I can also try and get this going and say like, hey, there you go. I mean, I get to cheat with, you know, with all my... It's not cheating if I'm using all my tools that I have available, you know what I mean? DM. Oof. Yeah, you have to explain that to me. Which way should Kerbo be facing? What I reference has it going this way, so I'll go this way. Okay. And then I'm just gonna copy the expression too. And he's puffing out his cheek like this. Maybe we could have this be like a little bit smaller. Let's see. Okay, and then let's do the probably like down arm. It says be both arms down. Oh. And legs. Can I go back here? Is that too big? Is that too small? It's kind of like at an angle. Kind of like that. There you go. And then just kind of like that. It's like weird because it's like, well, I'm still trying to remember how to use these as a controller. You know, it's kind of like, I also have to just figure out how to just draw it in the first place, so it's kind of like just tricky in that sense as well. And I was like, yeah, let me figure out how to... But the challenge is less than trying to use the controller as much as trying to also figure out how to draw it accurately. Okay, is that a good Kerbo? Okay. Oh, I also did frame left and right, so you can see that little blue tab at the bottom. Let's go to here. F5, F6, delete. I'm sorry, I'm so sweaty. It's not that hard. It's not that hot in here. It's only 74. Just get so nervous in here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on onion skin. Go to my frame. So now I'm gonna draw it again. See if I can like sketch and trace. What's it? Sketch and trace and sketch. One of those where basically you can just trace over your last picture exactly, and then you shift and trace. That's probably good. Oh. So I can go over here and then see beep, beep, beep. And then try to redraw it. It's like that tracing minigames from all those Mario Party games. Might have done that. So what I can do is just kind of just keep erasing it on these certain angles that kind of don't work. Okay. So if I keep this as close as possible with all the things that stay the same, then it should work. Okay, so these stay the same. Let's see. So the legs are going to be a little bit more down. And then... or would it be? No, this is the one where the arms are down there. So this is actually the... What was it? I'm trying to think of the physics. So at least the arms are now up here somehow. Like this. God, I gotta... really shows a good character that's round. Fantastic. National Curve. Welcome. Hello, Benson. Welcome. Trying to trace this curve. Okay. Turn off onion skin so we can see it. I mean, if you just play this, control up here, loop, playback, And then we say plus or play. Beep. There you go. So that sort of works. Okay, we got that. We got these 2 frames, and that's how it goes. Perfect. Okay. Done. Sorry. Yeah, you know. That's what you get. Let's see. So I kind of move it up a little bit. Actually, when fly go down, does this go down? Or does it go up? Right about there. Anyway, we can erase like about there. I don't have to follow the entire path because I know I just need this bit to then be erased. So there you go. And then let's add some time. F5, F5. So now if I play, it should be still fast, but that works a little better, right? And then we could just keep adding like, oh, we need an in-between or like another something, you know. That's basically the bulk of it, really. So I'm glad we got that. Okay. Let's see. Now do wing curving. Okay, let me look up what that looks like. I get a new tab over here. Go. Ooh, okay. That's a lot of detail there. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe I can make it simple. It's already simple. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Okay. Let's try it. We're here. Let's do it. This is the content. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll draw it and then, because I don't have copy and paste, which should have been something I should have done. Was included copy and paste or something. So let's see. Oh, you sent in my DM. Okay, cool. Let me just check that to see. Okay, cool. We got the same thing. Perfect. Okay. Because I got another reference. Oops. Moved the whole screen. Uh-oh. There you go. Okay. This would be harder to drop a basically the same animation. Exactly. So, let's see. Let's find a good good color for the base. Man, this pop-up is dumb. Okay. Let's get some gross yellow green. That'll do. And then we'll just have it be one piece. Okay, so now if I draw, it's that color. Cool. Okay. So, I'll just see if I could just draw it and draw this hat to Kerbo, and then we'll see how this do. Okay. If I play right, I should only be able to, would only need to draw one of these, you know. So this is going to be the front one, so let's draw this one first. Something, let's go back. Also, my webcam is a little bit in my peripheral vision, like directly where I'm drawing right now, so I'm slightly blinded by that. I'm trying so hard. There's so many distractions going on in here. Okay, right. Okay, cool. And then there's this little detail there. Let's see. Animation is, you know, it's not like a like a learned really skill. It's just kind of like it's like anything, like math. You have to like, you don't like know math when you're growing up. You have to like learn all of it as you like what am I saying? You don't like wake up and say, I know how to do, you know, math, you know. It's kind of like you have to learn it, you know, learn it in textbooks and everything of like trying to get it right. Hey, legit, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. This is something. Legit, did you see the new thumbnails when you clicked on the video? Or like before you clicked on it, the thumbnail looked like a, what did they look like? Should have looked like something like this, I hope. Just trying to see, because I'm trying something else. I'm trying something new with it to see whether or not it worked. Okay, we got this, and it just kind of keeps going around. So now we got, if I play it, there you go. So now we got this. Does this drawing look good? I think so. There you go. Okay. So what I want to do is go forward a couple frames, go here, F6, and then, let's see, it goes actually down. So let's just kind of bring it down just a bit. Move the anchor point down, shift, and then kind of bring that down. So now if we play it, should feel like it's part of it. Perfect. Okay. And you lock it, because sometimes the flash when you play it doesn't quite work out. So that's kind of the crude way of doing this. That does actually sort of works in a way. But yeah, if we want to get more technical with it, it would take a lot more work. So yeah. Let's see. Yes, you click on this from a notification on my laptop. So is it? Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out unless I can see the Discord. The Discord, I think the Discord keeps it as a different picture, so that's probably gonna be. I was thinking if you found it from like the watch page or something, you know, it would have been. That's what I was thinking of. If you went like to the home page and then you saw something, you saw this as a weird picture. Yeah, then that's what I was thinking. These go horizontal. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. Huh? Yep, yep, yep. 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 It's like on the edge. Select. Let's move these up. One thing I didn't really get was moving, I didn't get D-pad basically controls, so that's kind of what I have to do with that. Oh well. Say Kirby did that. Awesome. Okay, so that works. Thank you. Beep. So I'm trying to see like whether or not that's more interesting than my custom pictures, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Especially it's like dependent on whether or not you actually see it, you know. Okay, so now we got that detail. Nice. Again, it's like weird that it gets in like this weird checkerboard. It's hard to see. But I always found that really annoying because that's all like lock it to like make it not do that. There you go. How's that? That's a curbo. We can keep adding more details or like color it in or see if any other details that we need to do. We're gonna add in between maybe, but I don't think it really needs an in between. This is pretty good. It's like he was doing it pretty quick. Is that we can do beep, beep, and then 0. Or I need to make it 0, and then, nope, I had to make it this, and then I want to delete it. Problem is I forgot to do the copy paste. I'll have to do that with the keyboard if I want to do it this way. Unless I have to do it here. Interesting. And then, let's see. There's only so many buttons. I would have, if the right stick works, I can kind of show you that the right stick actually doesn't quite work out well. Like obviously these all work, and then the right stick doesn't work. It's gets really, that works, but then sometimes, yeah, if I go up, it says down, left is up, down is down, right is down, up is up. left is up, so it just gets messed up. So I've tried it, especially trying to do the stick inward doesn't work either. So if I had that, then I would have added more buttons. So hopefully it's a little bit okay with you guys. That I'm might have to do some keyboard for some things. There you go. Okay. So this is. Ooh, I forgot my eyedropper. Unless. Yeah, I will. Okay, so. Whoops. That's just to get that. Beep. Okay, here we go. We'll just trace this. Let me get rid of these layers here. There we go. We can do it in between of the arms. That's what I want. Yeah, this will be fun. Okay. Hello, Andres Diaz, I believe. Welcome. If you're new, this isn't normally what I do. I do art and animation, but doing gamepad stuff and trying to do weird challenges is kind of it happens sometimes, I guess. Occasionally I do these weird challenges on myself to try and do something a little bit more off-wall stuff. So thank you for joining. But yeah, just wanted to clarify that, yeah, I'm not always doing these weird challenges, or especially this exact thing, you know. So yeah, this is like the weird, like I want to try this for for a little bit. Okay, so we got this going here. So what I'm doing is doing in-betweens. Like I can see, so you can see down here, blue side is before and green side is after. So I'm seeing we're about in between these two lines. There you go. And so we can do the arm kind of being more in between, so right about here. Maybe like just straight out in a way. That's probably works. Yep. Yep. I mean, it's not as bad as actually. It's nearly as bad as like having to actually draw freehand in a way. That I'm having to still kind of worry about this. Nice. Okay. Let's get back our this. Okay, so now we can do the other arm. Let's see. So the arm is going to be somewhere in between, right around there-ish. Needs to be larger. Let's see. That's what I said last time. It's like it's being a Etch-a-Sketch, but it's like an out of control Etch-a-Sketch. That's like, please just stop. It's a little bit out of control, you know. So it is fairly hard. I'm sure, like, again, I made it a little bit hard on myself with some of the accelerations that I got, but that works. Yay. Okay, cool. Whew. So we got that. Okay. And then let's work on the next thing, which is the, oh, these bips. That should be easy. Had to do that on the keyboard just to get that. Sorry about that. It's locked. No. Hang on. Okay. Hello, land 4. Welcome. Let's see. So I'll just draw these somewhere in the middle. Welcome. Yeah, it's really want to be fun of this. I mean, this is trying to do this as quick as I possibly can, but still, it's a little bit a little tricky. So what we do is 0 F6 select mode, and then see right about where I need to go up. Or do I? I really can't tell. Okay, so this goes down. So let's select it and then just shimmy it very smallly. I don't know if it's even possible with the way that I have this. That's why I said, like, I had to cheat because I can't use every single button on here. And it's only like 20 of these anyway. So, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I have to use the keyboard in some way. So this isn't, you know, 100% of it being gamepad, but I made the drawing with the gamepad, you know, just like some of these extra buttons and stuff that isn't readily available as like a window or a panel. Obviously, having to press some of these buttons would be impossible to have like everything be keyboarded, or not even keyboard. Some of these are not even available to be keyboarded. So there are some things that's like, yeah, I would have to do some of this. So I would like to copy and paste it, but again, I forgot about that because I had to do like last time I practically did like over half of these buttons to be just drawing tools. So also having to do drawing tools plus animation tools is just really too hard. So I'm gonna have to copy. Well, I can go over here with it and then select these frames and then paste it. That's so dumb. Okay, sorry. You have to. Might have to individually do this. Sorry, I just have to. Then it doesn't put it in the same place too. So just imagine that I'm. Just close your eyes. I'm doing this. Whoa, Gerbo's back. Okay, and we got the same picture as before, so we can save some time. There we go. Yay, it's smooth. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed. That looks good. You know, all things considered, that's not bad. I was gonna try and do like a bouncing ball as a test to see if I can do this beforehand. Just wasn't able to get around to it, or just like get everything set up. So, yeah, this is like probably the real first one that I've done. So my test wasn't really as authentic as this. This is great. Let's see the save. So yeah, if I had to like rebind them to then be these, you know, take a button out to be rebind and then change it to be copy paste, then maybe. I don't know. Maybe we could add a background. That'd be fun. Probably just be like a rolling hill or something. Doesn't have to be anything special. But let's see here. It doesn't have wings. Okay, good. That's good to hear. Okay, let's get some. Use some blue. Give me a Kirby background. Let's see. What does that look like? I wanted some platforms, and what does this look like? Like a 2D platform picture. Show me these. Kirby's Adventure-y. What makes a Kirby background a Kirby background? Let's see. Alright, could you have it be in the clouds? And then, oh, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna have select all of these to be in a big loop. I used to have right click or something on here, but I will have to do right click, copy layers. What did that do? Hang on, go back. Control F8, which I don't think I got. So let's see this. Just obviously can't type that in, so curb. Okay, so what I can do is then go here and say paste, or what did that do? There's Kirby. There's Kirby. Okay. So what I did was I put all the frames into a new symbol. Flash uses symbols like make a container. So now I can do this. Let's see. So I add a new layer, and I would like to get my curb out here. So as a symbol, drag it onto the timeline here. Beep. Let's see. So I got shift with all these, delete. Okay, so now I got this as a symbol. So now the animation is tucked up inside of here in a nice package. So okay, so I can move this around and it should animate on its own. So even if I go all the way to 120 frames, he'll repeat the frames that he has inside of him over and over. And because I made it a nice loop, it just works, basically. So now I can have him kind of like going over or like doing more flips or something, where now Curb can have much more extreme motions while also having his internal keyframes that, if I double click inside here, still exist. And this is like the programming stuff, and then you go out into the game mode and then it just loops that and figures it out on the game world itself, kind of a thing. But inside is like the individual sprite layers and stuff. So hope that made sense. Okay, so now I can go out here and have maybe like a couple different layers for this. It really does. Oh boy, not sure what that means. Sorry. Oh, but that's man. Okay, yes. Let's see. I'm just gonna make a background for this, but if you got, I guess I can have like the background. Have like one of the parasol. What's a parasol enemy look like? I can draw that. Let's see. Oh, it's a Waddle Dee? Okay, I can do that. Let's see. So now I can have a separate thing over here. Let's try that. Let's see. Let's just get them to be real simple. Ooh, I have an idea. I can have the Waddle Dee have maybe like one drawing, and then I can have it be kind of going back and forth, and then put that into a symbol and have them go down, and that could be it, and they will be good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get rid of Kerbo, and then draw just one picture of Waddle Dee. So let's see. So it's kind of roundy. It's like a gombo shape, like a Goomba. Let's see. Is it round up here? Okay. And then we get the big eyeballs. Okay, they don't have mouths. That makes that easy. Welcome. Hello, Buttercup. Welcome. Let's see. Hip, arm. Hip, outer arm. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you really can't go fast with this. Leg. Leg. Okay, good. Select it so I can kind of move this over a little bit. Let's kind of maybe squash them down. There you go. And I'm going to need more room to draw the parasol, so I'm going to move it down a little bit. Yep. Yep. Okay. And then, whoa! Okay. And then, let's see, it has to be a star. I hate drawing stars. Let's see. You know, having it be weirdly more controlled actually worked better than trying to freehand it. That was really weird. Like, it had more control than I usually do. Yep. 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 Okay. We got a little monkey boy. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we'll like to remove a lot of these frames, so I think I'm just gonna select all these, and I think I have a shift delete buttons. Yes, okay, cool. I thought of that beforehand. Cool. Okay. Beep beep. It's okay, sorry. I didn't super mean you. New idea. I'm going to, I'll have to make this into a graphic. Right? I'm figuring this out. Okay, so this is, what is it? Waddle. Okay, and then, so what's inside here? Now I got the sprite inside of here. Now I want a loop of him with his anchor point up here. So now he's going to rotate from that angle. So he's going to be like this. And then we're going to have like maybe like two. Well, it adds an extreme here. And then make a keyframe here. And then halfway keyframe. And then we'll have him go up. And then tween it. Not sure if any of these do tweens. Sorry, I'll have to press 1. Sorry. There you go. So anyway, now he does this. So now I'm going to do a classic tween. Probably one of these. Probably like ease in out. No, just a regular. Yeah, just give me one of that. Then give me basically the same thing. Like I'm just literally gonna use the same thing. So now he's gonna go, whoa. Okay. So now I can take all of this and copy this. Sorry, I have to take my hands off again. Gonna have to copy the layer. Control F8. Waddle Annie. And then go back here and then do paste layer. And so now I got the sprite sheet, but with the left and right motion also configured into, that doesn't show them. No, why? Configured into this mode, so he still has the animation. He should be here. The problem is that Flash doesn't want me to see it for whatever reason. Now I'm back on the main timeline with Kerbo. And so now I'm going to delete this layer and then replace it, because that's how Flash works, with my Waddle Dee animation, the one I just made. Shift to move him down. And so now, if I play it, he should go back and forth. And so now, what I can do is know where Kerbo is. Kerbo's going to be there. And so the Waddle Dee is going to go from top to bottom. So a couple frames in, 15 frames. Go here, and then say beep, delete. And then after a while, maybe like it takes them 2 seconds. F6, and then F6 again, and then delete it. And then let's press 1. Sorry. Then we reposition them into the starting position, which will be off the frame. So it'll like appear into the frame like this. And then the last frame is him being off the screen like this. And we'll probably add some drag from it being kind of slow. So Kirby's like moving across, so then it'll seem like it's falling. Yay! The fun part is that because it's off the screen, I can literally just try and take these keyframes or try to select them, please. and then move them over, and then this should make them go slower. So it'll fall a little more softly. Oh, it works. Yay. Oh, that's great. I like it. There we go. Okay. I wanted to still make a background, so let's make that. So let's add another layer, put it underneath, and then we'll just draw something. Probably just, I just wanted to make a rectangle, I think, which is probably going to be one of these bips. Right. This is my secret, have million other button, you know, on-screen icons that I can put in here. Let's say I want a rectangle. Put it between there. Beep. So now I can have this as a secret hidey button. So now I can get to these controls without having to take the hands off. So yeah, if I spend like a lot more time, I could probably actually make this binding and have a super like concise like fill. You know, make this like super good. That I can like work like really good with these controls, you know? So yeah, I just kind of did it pretty quick and I didn't really think about anything too much. Anything too hard. There you go. Okay, so now I got a background. Let's go to, ooh, we can even add a gradient. Let's try that. I saw that on here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Gradient. Beep. Okay, so now I got gradient controls, maybe? Oh, yeah, it has to be a gradient first. Let's get that. It's a palette. Linear gradient. Would have to press K, maybe, but maybe not. If I can still do these. Fill. 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 Big bucket. Those other buttons I was saying, like, oh, press 1 and press, like, control and F8. Those aren't on here. I don't think even create classic tweens here. You have to, like, right-click, so stuff like that is going to be tricky. Default controls for the default gradient. There's those colors. So what I can do is get something like that and a little bit darker, and then go to fill, beep, yeah, and then get my gradient control, which is over here. Okay, so now I can rotate it. Show all. So now I'm adjusting the gradient. There you go. To be in the right position and right angle. So obviously it needs to be a little bit wider. So there you go. Now you can see like it's kind of goes from like a. Maybe it should be the opposite way. Should it be lighter on bottom or top? Somehow this makes more sense to me. There you go. Okay. And I believe if I change these, they don't like being changed. Then if I just do this real quick. Oh, cool, it does. Okay. Back. Maybe it should be less aqua. Just go to full blue. Like that. And then this could be a little bit darker. Even more blue, maybe. That's too dark, so let's move that back up. How's that? That looks pretty good. Yeah, if I had to like work on this on my own and just like make something like this exactly, then this would have only took me like a half hour, really. If I knew what I wanted to do, then this would be very, very quick. So, trying to do this, and it's already taken like 50 minutes. So, yeah. Let me get back my background. Oops. So that's gonna be in the sky. So let's get what's in the skies. Are stars? Maybe like a cloud or something. Should we try and do that? Clouds might be a little bit tricky. Or at least they might not have to. They might not move. That'll be okay though. We could do like opacity as well. So let's try that. So I'm gonna do draw. I want regular solid. There you go. Then we're gonna do same kind of blue that we saw before, and we're gonna lower this down a little bit lower. Probably actually make it white, and then at a certain threshold or something. So now it should have maybe something like this. Oh, am I on fill? What? Oh, there we go. Let's make this a little bit lower. It's kind of hard to see if it's. It's hard to see it's a transparent. Maybe. Maybe like once I like start drawing, it'll be okay. Just to keep all the stuff there. Okay, so here's a trick. Draw the borders outside the screen. So then once you connect something from end to end, when you try to fill it, it'll just be easy. So okay, so let's just try and just gotta figure out these strokes. Hang on one second. Flash has to think about these strokes for just one little sec here. Oh jeez. Let me get my hand ready for when it crashes. And just one little sec. Oh my god. This usually shouldn't take this long. This is a little bit too long. Ooh. I would just preemptively go to technical difficulties and see what happens here. It's not letting me it's super thinking about these strokes. That is incredible. Ah, jeez. Wow. I might have to kill it if it doesn't stop within like how long should we give it? Like maybe like 1 more minute. It's still it's still at 0%, so it's not gonna like go like 20%, 80%. It's just gonna go to 1%. Hey, it actually works. What? Hang on. Whoop. It figured it out. Save. Okay. Yeah, it's just a flash thing. I don't know how to rationalize any of that. Fill. Same color. Beep. Okay. And so if I click this button, beep. This is what that looks like. Hiccups aren't important to that, but there we go. Okay. So now, whew. Now we got this. And he goes in front of the cloud. Should he go behind the cloud? A little waddly? Would that make more sense? Because that's just as easy, as simple as beep, as that. So now, waddly should go behind the cloud. Oh, that looks cool with the transparent cloud. There you go. And Kerbal is just, I guess at this point, because the clouds or anything isn't really moving, means that he's just kind of flying on his own, just like literally just up and down rather than forward momentum. You know what I mean? But there we go. I could probably like clean up Kerbo for the last couple minutes here, and then it will be good. So what I can do is, I mean, if you think that this doesn't look good, I suggest you to see if you can kind of do better. I mean, honestly, you know, it's kind of like I'm trying with what I got here, and it's yeah. Let's see. It's hovering. That makes sense. Yeah, the Kerbo is just kind of not really going anywhere. Yeah, it'd be as if a player like is just going up and down rather than side to side or something. Erase. So I just wanted the top of the head here to just be erased on each of these frames. Obviously, I can't get rid of the arms because that's the all important part of this. There you go. So that makes it more solid. Okay, what I can also do is maybe add color behind him. Then I'll have to do for the quality as well, but that shouldn't be too tricky either because there's only one picture as well. Is draw behind fill. Can't see it, but I got the alpha 100%. Get a lighter pink. Went back to lower percent. That's really dumb. Okay. Oops. That's not quite what I wanted either. Let's do red. We have to go like here. Yeah. Okay. So now I can do something like this. So I'll just kind of trace this around. Yep. And then we'll be good. Yep. Jeez. I want to do that a different way. Let's try the loop tool there. Fill. It's still over here for some reason. There you go. Beep. Hey! There we go. Okay. So now what I can do is just kind of go into here because I know these are the same, or it's these the same. These are all different. Beep, beep, beep. Beep. Yeah, okay, these are all different, so I'll have to just make keyframes on each of these. Nope. Nope. Wrong button. And then just kind of adjust it to then be where the arms are now. Fill it in and then erase it like that. Let's see what I can do with this. How am I doing? Just about on time. I kind of started like slightly late, but we also had that weird glitch, so I would like a couple more minutes, please, just to finish this up, you know. So this should be the last thing. This will be a nice little final cleanup, and then we'll have our party. Yeah. Okay. Let's clean. Yep. Let's clean this up. It's weird how like I'm definitely still feel like a little bit off, but trying to do this, but it's like yeah. I feel pretty confident doing this now. Like if I had to do this again or try to do with puppets or something, I'd be like I'm not like missing. I don't feel like I'm using a gamepad, you know, or something. It feels like yeah, I'm just kind of. I know what buttons these do, so it's kind of like almost becoming second nature that I understand what these do. Okay, bye legit. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for helping with the how's the thumbnails working. Thanks for checking that out. Appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it just feels like I'm just kind of just using a keyboard almost in a sense too with this. And it's just kind of like, oh yeah. Well, B is this, and then over here, you know, and stick feels very intuitive. In almost a sense that's like, oh, it's kind of nice. Would I want to use this forever? No. Would I want to just change all my, you know, get rid of my tablet and work with this solely? No. That is not what I want to do. I would be very upset if I had to do that. There we go. Next stream, Yoshi attempts to recreate the MLP 5 trailer with his controller. I mean, that wouldn't be Blender is its own beast, you know. Blender is the 3D program. I'm not sure whether or not they've said which what software they're using for MLP, but it's probably Maya, if anything. If I had to guess, it'd probably be Maya. Maya seems to be like the industry standard for probably just general work or something. So, but yeah, I use Blender, so I'm used to that. If I had to do something with that, with a controller, there is a lot more mousing and keyboarding stuff. The problem with trying to do 2D animation is that you have to like emulate, you know, the game controller to have all the touch control stuff. I notice with Blender that I'm using my mouse a lot more. That it's more just technical drawing work, or just kind of manipulating. Oh, you can do a draw over this. That's cool. Blender is more like exact values, and you know, you're not like needing to do a nice brush stroke, you know. It's more just a bunch of menus and context menus and doing all these settings and stuff rather than making artwork, you know. So wouldn't actually be too much out of the question in a sense to try and do a that's a big brush. Try and do a game controller with with Blender. If I want to do that next time, I'm not sure. I was thinking of doing a different, like, or more standard for us kind of a stream. So, yeah, let me know whether or not that's the joke, or you want me to actually try and do that, because it's not super out of the question actually to do that. That it would be just more, it really is just a lot more just technical drawing, or technical just using the mouse to select a lot of things. A lot more than drawing brush strokes. If you recall back to that Bob Ross one, that was more just as technical, but like a lot of the first couple streams is what it probably would feel like, is that it's kind of a lot more just navigating with the mouse, and just like I put my pen and tablet stuff, you know, away for a couple of those streams, because it's like, yeah, I don't really, not drawing anything. So yeah. Color. Let's see. So let's make this maybe more yellowy. And then I'm gonna go here. Gonna go to fill. And now I got the yellow, so let's see if this works. Yay! Okay. That's probably gonna be it for now. Okay. I think we did pretty good. Let's play it. Get everything going. Okay. And then let's go to toast time. I can use my mouse. I can use my not mouse. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can kind of get this in a place where you can see the whole thing, or at least maybe I can like export it and then try and, nope, that doesn't work. Sorry about that. Try and crop it, or can I not crop it? Oh, I was selecting something behind. Okay, cool. Got it. Yep. There it is. Okay, and you get the fan art, so let's make sure that we can see that too. And there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, let me get some water. Oh my god, that's intense. Yeah, one thing, if you do it for too long, your fingers get kind of cramped. So I'm like moving my fingers a lot right now. Oh boy. Ugh. That's the one thing I don't really like about the Switch. Is great, but I think the Pro Controller isn't. My main control method is the Joy-Cons, so having to put my hands right together with this small you know, compact Pro controller is a little bit too tricky. I like having the Wiimote style. I grew up with the Wiimote, you know, and kind of how that works. That you have two hands and they're free flowing. You know, you can put them off to your side and really relax with them. Pro controllers is just kind of, I don't know. But anyway, okay. Yeah, my hands just kind of hurt a little bit. Welcome. If you forgot or if you weren't here last time, this is on the left is the fan art little corner. A lot of these are cookie. This one and a lot of others are cookies. I cookie drew them, and I think some others, the hand drawn ones, and ones on the paper. So I someone else. I think it's a couple assortment of people who made them, or maybe like two, or three. I don't know. But yeah, I super appreciate you guys just in general. It's really humbling. I think I gushed last time. It's like just so nice to have like fan art that's like I'm doing something that people watch and enjoy, and then also be active, and then create this community. And it's just like wow. You know, I just started this in my basement. I just, you know, used a laptop, you know, 6 years ago. And it's like, look at me now. I'm doing weird challenges and trying to animate. But I think this actually, all things considered, this actually worked out really well. This looks pretty smooth, actually, for how janky the whole controller was. Yeah, again, if I had even more buttons, or some of the buttons, you know, couldn't really work out, then I definitely would have set up a lot of the better macros. But as I said before, it's just kind of wasn't able to bind everything possible. You know, drawing and animation are very complicated. So I'm glad I tried doing the drawing mode, drawing challenge with just only the drawing first. So that worked out well. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. Let me get to my stats. How's my stats? Good. Okay. Because sometimes I would look at the concurrent viewers and it would just be like 1, and then it'd just be like 0, and it's like I'm still rambling. So it's like, well, if people are on the VOD, it's like they probably want me to finish, but for everyone else, it's like, hey, I'm too boring. So, well, or they got stuff to do, and that's fine. So I gotta have dinner, as well. So, but alrighty, this actually worked out really well. I'm actually, if I made this, you know, 5 years ago with, you know, MS Paint and like drew with a mouse, then I'd be like, yeah, that looks really great, you know. But now it's like, okay. It's cute, but you know, the flapping arm actually is probably Kirby's flapping arm actually works really well. Yeah, it's all very nice. It kind of like gains the chin a little bit near the bottom, but oh well. Probably just want to like make better details of like that hat, or get it done a little better with that, or color it in or something. That's the only thing. I could probably improve this a little bit. Waddle do or D or something. Probably need a little bit more. I think somebody easing them that just doesn't work out. Or I need a little bit better. But it actually kind of works in a sense as well. That it feels more random. Instead of being a nice swoop, you know, motion. That's what I wanted. Because right now it's kind of like swoop, kind of a thing. Let's see. Paper cookie would look great as a thumbnail with whole compiled video. Oh, okay. Yeah, is that, well, first, is that okay, Cookie? Because otherwise I might have to, I'll make my own, obviously, if for the final one. But yeah, it's a nice little, like a movie poster version of it. That would be cool. It's better than, looks better than I expected it would. Okay, great. I know, it actually worked out really well. I think just keeping it super simple allowed me to have more creative freedoms, a lot more other stuff to use that energy to then make the background and stuff. Yeah. Let's just see. Hello, Major. Nuisance. Ha! I get it. Just got here. Welcome. Welcome to see you. Checked at the beginning of the bit and wondered why you were controlling the mouse with a stick when you were using a gyro controller. Oh! With a gyro? Oh, if you mean like, why was I using a gyro for moving the mouse around? Let me just check real quick. I don't think the program that I have to be able to do that, the binding macro, whatever's I got, I don't think that has gyro functions. It's not quite set up for Switch Pro Controller specifically. This is kind of like if you have a joystick, like a flight controller button or something, then it would be better for that, I guess, to like rebind them. So these are more for, yeah, sticks and stuff. So I think there is, I did look up some tutorials and stuff, like how to connect it. They had a different one that was like rewasd or something, WASD, of a program that would probably, at least it had visuals and more specific stuff for Switch stuff. So I just think I got Joy to Key just to make sure that worked, and it's like, oh look, it works. That I didn't think to try for the other one, even if it would be better or have the extra controls and stuff. But yeah, reading your stuff. Nah, there's a lot. Okay. But thank you, though. Yeah, I just use this thing. I think it's kind of brings me back to like Mario Paint and those kind of like old, 90s kid pics and stuff. That's like, oh, I'm using a weird controller to do this. Yeah. I think gyro actually in general would actually be more tricky. The computer itself would somehow need to have a gyro sensor, or at least figure out that kind of a thing. I don't know. I don't even know how the buttons even work anyway, so I don't know. Would that be easier to use or not? I'm thinking probably not if using gyro to draw. Of course, using it with, I have Game Builder Garage. I've been playing around with that, and using the gyro for the Joy-Cons worked really well. I use that instead of the mouse option. So I like using it like a Wiimote pointer, and then pointing the whole Joy-Con at the screen, and then using motion controls with that. So I like that method. But I think for drawing isn't as, it's really less intuitive. I don't know. Especially just holding this giant brick of a controller. That's quite heavy. After a while, I'll get a wrist, probably something bad with that. I don't know. Let's see. Thank you. I mean, the sprite is only 2 frames when you made it 3. I made it. Did I make it 4? It's technically a 4 frame, but 2 were repeated as the in-betweens. So there's 2 keys and then 2 repeats of in-betweens. So whether or not that's 3 sprites or 4, technically it'd be 3 sprites, but the in-between is repeated. So yeah. I think that's probably as many as the Mega Mans and all those. NES games would have that many. I think even Mega Man only have like 2 sprites that just kind of go like a passing and a contact, and they just repeat those or something. Yeah. Let's see. What am I being commissioned to make one? Well, that's what. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Cookie was to use the fan art that you made. Use that as the thumbnail, so you wouldn't have to make anything new. Might even just be, if you need to clean it up a little bit to make it a little bit nicer, or at least make it, I don't know, maybe get rid of the text. Text is nice. Maybe make it bigger with the characters or something. We'll have to, figure that out. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. That's actually an interesting idea to use that as the final movie poster version of it. With that fan art. I haven't been looking to see whether or not it's past this already or not. It takes like 17 seconds between pictures, so point them out when it shows up. Let's see. Da 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 da. That's my reading sound. Okay. You can use stream for that. Okay. You can use... Oh, I keep reading that stream, so I get confused. Oh, Steam. Yes. Well, Steam is big picture. How does that then connect through back to the computer? That's the question. Let's see. Play shooting with PC and gyro controls. Yeah, Splatoon works really well. I like Splatoon. That's really fun. And gyros is, you know, you pretty much have to use gyro with Splatoon. Works really well. Let's see. Animation using 2 tiles like an sketch. What if I have an extra sketch? I thought I had somewhere. Maybe it's gone. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe make an extra sketch video. If I can find one or get one, then maybe, yeah. I think that'll be fun, yeah. Wakami. Screen with Java controls for this fast rush. Oh yeah, there was a Wii port of that. Did that just use the pointer? Or does the any other... Well, PS2 didn't have a gyro. So they added in retroactively to make the same thing. Let's see. Think about it once getting closer to the date it comes out. Yeah, the movie is likely to come out probably within a year or so. Trying to think of how to say it. It's in the window and time frame of between now and a year from now, it'll probably be done. That'd be great, you know. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, the section or chapter that I'm working on now is combining like 3 different sections so I can get to a cliffhanger at the end. So it's kind of like, well, I either have like this sort of short segment or, you know, have a whole bunch of those, and it's like, why not just combine them? So what I'm working on now is like 3 sections and then ends on a major cliffhanger that I wanted to be really, really impactful. So it's like, has like the super like doodle, you know, of like, whoa, can't believe that happened. So I think it'd be more impactful to have something more substantial than it ends on that, rather than having like these, you know, little 30 seconds and then get to the cliffhanger. It's like, yeah, just make it one big 3-minute thing. So but then after that, it might only be 1 to 2 more chapters after that. So that's what I'm thinking. So that might only be like halfway done with this movie at this point. So and that took 3 or 4 years in total. So getting a little bit faster, but yeah, it's still a lot more work on every single aspect. Takes a lot more work, especially working with 3D now. A lot of that's taking a lot more time. So, plug around Steam's big picture settings. You'll find everything you need there. Thank you. You can customize your desktop binding however you like. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Okay. I thought it was only for Lily's playing inside of a video game. That is a little bit, seems a little bit weirdly powerful to be able to do that. Be able to play with the desktop controls. Huh. You can bind anything to it. Interesting. Okay. Thank you. If that also has like the extra, well, it probably won't have like the specific switch control stuff like the gyro, or especially not IR sensing. That seems a little bit weird. That'd be fun too. Try to make an artwork that when you watch it over the IR, it's like has magic eraser, invisible ink style artwork or something that only shows up on IR. That'd be interesting. I don't even know if that's possible. That just sounds cool. Copy was for the Wii. Oh, it was for the Wii. Ah, I think it came to the Wii U. Ah, but now we've coming HD for the Switch. Ah, okay. Copy was originally for the PS2. Ah. Okay. And so just was maybe because DualShock 4 works for it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, somehow I knew it was for the PS2. I never bought any of the Okamis. Any port of it. Never got around to it, I guess. It seemed interesting, but I think just, I don't know. Just never got around to it. It's had probably like other bigger games or other stuff was going on. I don't know. I kept watching all the trailers and stuff for it, and it's like I'm familiar with it, what it is, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something that would be super up my alley, but I think probably, yeah, maybe I'm thinking like it probably won't live up to my expectations, or something like being and not being super great, or being kind of, I don't know, I don't know. I'm just spitting literally what I'm thinking right now. So let me get some water to put it back in. Okay. Maybe I'll try it someday. Especially if it's now on Switch, that'd be fun. If it has the same Wii pointer controls, that'd be cool. IR, infrared. As we say, saying the move on the Java Soul sense. Gyros don't need an external purpose like sense bar. Fascinating. Bunch of IR LEDs. Exactly. College professor bought it at a teaching expense. Interesting. Wow, that's great. The IR that I meant was in the right Joy-Con. There's a little like black bar at the bottom of the right Joy-Con. That sense is that really just what it was? Is that it's like it looks like night mode, or what is it? Dark time mode. Night vision. Jeez. And when it like displays on the Labo, it looks like night vision. So maybe that's what I'm thinking, is that it's somehow special or something. But if it is really just looking at IRs, then that's a little bit less interesting. Huh. I mean, we can't get confused if you put like a candle. Like it's just looking at bright lights basically. So if you put like a candle, then like the flame can be confused as a sensor bar. So yeah, if it's just doing something like that, or something on a certain spectrum of the light spectrum, I guess, then something like that. So that was just like an extra thing that's like super specific to the Switch in a sense, but maybe it's not if it is just looking for infrared, then huh. That's interesting. Oh no, the Switch Pro and Joy-Cons use, they don't use IR for motion. They use gyros and accelerometers and HD rumbles and whatever's. Oh, that's something too. If the HD rumble works on PC. Yeah. Oh, what? I noticed Switch Pro needs no initial hardware kit to gyro on PC. Oh, wow. We once just had IR. It's in a sensor where it's just appears. The fan art includes fan art of Cookie and Yoshi serving but not mine. Oh, I'll have to check. I scoured through all of the fan art channel. If there was one, well, is there one? I'm trying to think if I have a fairly good memory. Let's see. Is there one of? Let's see. Legit or star? I mean, there's the one that I made where it's the little chibi ones, where I took your OC and made, quote, my version of it. Does that count as fan art? I guess. I was thinking a fan art would just be the ones that I wouldn't make, because obviously, if I'm the person that people are being a fan of, that if I make anything, then it's not considered fan art. So that's why I didn't include those ones, but I don't think there are ones, of Legit or You. So sorry about that, but there are fan art that I made, so if that counts, yeah. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Yeah, I'll there are ones that way back when there was a bunch of older fan art stuff from. I went back all the way to the top of the channel, the Discord channel, to see if there was anything, see everything basically. So I just took as many as I could, or as all of them that I saw. So yeah. If I make an OC of you, then it's fan art of of you. Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah, if we do like a like a big circle of making artwork, then it'll be fan art of one of us. Then yeah. Of course, if I include, well, should I? Yeah, big question. Should I just include those OC characters of the my versions of the your guys' stuff? If your guys' characters, because once I include that, then there's a lot of people I would have to do. I did like 10 or something crazy with that for Christmas as a little thank you for everyone. I don't know, because then I feel like I have to didn't do everyone. What if? Yeah, you would need to have a. I'm just confusing myself now. You could have just checked the pin on fan art covered. Oh, it wasn't huge, and I had the time to just look through the fan art in Discord channel. It took like 5 minutes so to look through all of it. So that wasn't like the issue. It'd just be like picking out and actually deciding whether they're worthy or actually actual fan art. In a sense, I could say, like, is this actually fan art or is this just something? Because at the very beginning there was a couple memes where it's like I think E-Rock did a bunch of pictures. Oh, there it is. No, it already passed. I'm looking at my afterward thing. That was the first movie poster. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm trying to figure out like what is exactly fan art at this point. I think I did pretty well. I took all the if someone else made an image of a character or scenario that I made in my video, then that would be fan art. So those little memes and other little things of literally just using my profile picture and then putting that into Photoshop scenarios. It's like, yeah. Well, I didn't feel like I wanted to include that. So, yeah, if I made the OC and then made those, well, I didn't make the OC, but I made the OC picture where I recreated it, then, yeah, I don't think I will, do that. So, yeah, okay. Glad that's figured out, just because there was a lot of those. If I included that would bulk up the fan art folder, but oh well. We'll just need more. We'll just need more horse pictures. Otherwise, yeah, if you don't want this... yeah, guys, if you don't want this slideshow to be stale or feel like you're just not watching like the first, you're only looking at like 17 pictures, go ahead and make your own. Oh, boy. Send them to the Discord. Links in the description. Whoa. Alright. I think we're good. Yeah. I think that's about as much as I want to do for the Pro Controller stuff and do gaming weirdness challenge stuff. So I was only thinking of doing this for like the 2 streams this week. So so now that we're done with that, now we can move on to something else. So I haven't really thought of what that is, what exactly we'll do. But hope that you'll still be here when I do maybe weirder stuff. I don't know. I think we'll be good for now. So I want to kind of like wrap up. Let's see. There's something you don't really care about as better. That's good. Yeah, I think for now, let's see. It's called a commission if something you don't want to do. Yes. Make a cookie. You can fill this fan art with a whole bunch of stuff. I appreciate it. It's very nice. It's like this nice little acknowledgement to know that I'm doing something. And it's like people see it. It's nice, especially just working on videos for like a month or more, and you don't even know by the end of production, like a month in, you're like, is this even funny? Is this even entertaining? You get all these weird doubts of like, self-doubts of like, is this even good? Do people even care? Working on it for so long, it's kind of like, I've seen this joke a million times, literally. It's like, it's not funny. So, but once people see it, it's like, if people are happy, then it's like, wow, it's nice. And then they get the fan art, it's like, whoa, you know, that's like the next step of like, wow, people actually really do care. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, that you're also taking the next step to then really show that they like it. And that's what I like. So, right, wrap it up. Let's see. Thank you guys so much. Over the weekend, maybe we can figure out what to do for next week. Yeah, I'm kind of open up to sort of stuff. I don't know. Probably just keep it to be maybe just basic stuff. Of maybe just go back to like a regular like animation, you know, Mad Lib thing, and that could just be it. And we could just make another one of those. Because that's the only thing we haven't done in a while. We're just kind of cycling through animation, artwork, weird challenge, Bob Ross thing. And it's kind of just this little cycle of that. I think this is fun. This is really fun. I'm glad how good this Kirby works. It works so well. I'll definitely post it later. I haven't posted the Bob Ross picture. I haven't finished that, or I haven't cleaned it up yet. So I'll have to clean it up and then post that, and then post this one afterward. After I post that, so might be a little bit longer. I don't know. Everything's wrong in this. Yeah, he's not gonna look right. Oh, yeah, that's just gonna take a little bit. So might I go clean this up? Probably not, to keep it, you know. I would have to use the gamepad to like clean it up to make it authentic. I did air quotes for that. But yeah, so I'll have to try it. Try something semi-new next time. Maybe it'll be a new story, but probably just go back to regular basics and probably just go back to animation in Toon Boom or something I can do, or maybe something else. Maybe I'll come up with a different idea for next time. So it's a mystery, but I do have backups and I know what I can do. So if I don't have any good ideas or any inspirations, then I'll follow up on that. So anyway, thank you. Hi chicken, welcome and bye. Okay. And thank you, Major. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna hit the end button. There it is. I found it. Okay, thank you guys so much. Super Rage, all you guys, super. It's very humbling. Thank you guys. Can't have that fan art slideshow without you. So thank you so much. Okay. Till then. Till next time. Next week. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye guys. Bye.